Lieutenant Wilkinson, who's the officer in charge of this convoy, is going to give you a safety briefing for about 3 minutes. We're just going to go over some of the rules of the road. We'll have highway patrol running in front of this convoy from beginning to end until we get to Kansas City Speedway.
The 1919 convoy is one convoy that went across America that took 62 days. 62 days to travel the country coast to coast, from Washington, D.C., from San Francisco. And it was an easy trek. Cars would break down about every 14 miles with an average speed of about 6 miles per hour. 6 miles per hour. You know, that's very, very slow. What we don't understand nowadays, what we take for granted, is that we can go faster than 6 miles per hour. And it only takes us about 4 days to travel across the country. And that's an amazing feat.
So I kept thinking about when we were driving in and seeing all the flags on the overpasses and I was going to my parents the other night, just last night, I said, I think it was the most patriotic moment in my life to come rolling in here with the Army, the National Guard, and then to be walking through the back door of Eisenhower's home.
Sit here on this wonderful porch and you out there on the grass. It's easy to imagine a young Dwight Eisenhower standing out behind his home and looking at those railroad tracks and wonder where they went.
We owe a debt of gratitude to President Eisenhower for having the vision to recognize that transportation infrastructure was important to make a nation great.
Tell anybody who would ask me later or before or now, this is the high point, and it's an honor to be here. And I understand now why Kansas is called the heart of America. I think the further Ike rose in his rank and the further he got from Abilene when he was in the Philippines or defeating the Germans in World War II, Abilene became more and more important to him.
The resulting network of streets and highways that combined with that interstate system, all of this has really become the lifeline of our existence.
And it points out the fact, in my mind, that we had a lot of ordinary Kansans working together to accomplish the extraordinary.
And I'm telling you, Kansas has the best interstate system overall of any state I've been in. It's because we've provided the resources to keep it up and maintain it in the manner it's supposed to be. So what does this mean about the future? Well, we've got to spend money to keep it that way.
We're going to be heading to Kansas Motor Speedway up in Kansas City.
What are we going to do there?
We're going to take a lap around the track.
an interesting fact about I-70. It stretches from Cove Fort, Utah to Baltimore, Maryland, crossing 10 states and covering 2,153 miles. Of all those places this highway goes, I think we are in the best place along the I-70 route.
When I was a kid, family vacations involved packing up the car and taking a trip with my brother, my mom, and my dad to exciting places all around this beautiful country that we call home. Over the years, we visited a total of 38 states. One of my favorite memories is our trip to the Grand Canyon. The first time I saw it, I was in total awe. And driving around on the interstate highways, we were able to go all around the country, our family. Thanks to the vision and determination of a great man and a great Kansan, President Dwight David Eisenhower, our interstate highway system has made it easier for families like mine and yours to explore all of the beauty that's our country.
You know, President Eisenhower first made the trek across country, the trek that's being replicated by this convoy as a young Army officer, and saw the need for a nationwide system of transportation, not only to help our nation grow and prosper, as the Congressman said, but also to ensure that we could be safe as a nation, to ensure the safety of our nation through defense movements, to allow troops and equipment to move safely and efficiently around our nation.
Joe Delatorre and I were in Abilene, Kansas last night at the Eisenhower Museum, where we had the opportunity and pleasure to listen to a panel discussion about the history and the challenges of the future of the interstate highway system. And we listened to Mary Turkington, whose 50 years in trucking and Kansas transportation brought back memories, but challenges of the future.
We take the interstate for granted. It's like turning on your tap and expecting water. You get on the road, you expect it to be there. But it is our job to make sure people understand how important it is.